stage is set for another incredible APP Tour final.
Here we go. Here we go.
Welcome to Atlanta. The city has long solidified itself as the birthplace of cultural movements, and today is no different. As the fastest growing sport in America brings 700 of the top pickleball professionals and amateurs to the Peach State in the pursuit of one goal, taking home a gold medal. And we welcome you to Griffin, Georgia, just about 40 minutes outside of downtown Atlanta. 700 total participants making their way here to the Spalding County Pickleball Complex. 62 total draws, over 400 pros, 19 APP gold medalists in the field. So a lot of really talented pickleball players on court the last few days, and more to come today. Welcome into the broadcast booth. I'm AJ McCord, alongside Next Gen National Team Coach Chad Edwards and Pro Pickleball Coach Dominic Catalano. You guys, normally we talk about the weather because that tends to be a factor, but so far it's actually been pretty mild here in Georgia. So instead, I'm going to ask you, what has stood out to you the first few days of competition?
I'm all for the cool down. So I'm happy with that one. But, you know, we've talked about it in previous weeks, and we're starting to get toward the end of the season, and that's where we're starting to see some injuries. We're starting to see some players take some tournaments off, and that burnout factor is really coming into it, and that's why we're seeing some newer faces on Championship Sunday, and we see it this week.
Yeah, we talk about those newcomers. We've been talking about them for months now, and now some of them starting to move to these Championship Sundays, and you're seeing that Jonathan Medina Alvarez is taking on Roscoe Bellamy. Roscoe Bellamy, a name you guys might not know very well, but you're going to. Roscoe impressed very well in singles, and he's sitting pretty in that championship match.
I want to dive into that match just a little bit further because it is one of the three that we already have established for Championship Sunday. So let's learn a little bit more about the 41-year-old Jonathan Medina Alvarez.
Yeah, Medina Alvarez coming into his fourth Championship Sunday in singles, yet to win a gold, looking to change it this week, but pushed to 3 in the semifinal against Raleigh Hart, taking game 3, 12-10, and then knocking Roscoe Bellamy down.
And like you said, Roscoe Bellamy, the former UCLA tennis player, his first Championship Sunday appearance, lost to Medina Alvarez in that winner bracket final, beat Jack Foster in 3 in that bronze medal match to earn the right and the rematch against Medina Alvarez on Sunday.
I just talked to Roscoe, and he said he is hungry for his first Championship Sunday. So look forward to that one tomorrow. Also tomorrow, Judit Castillo is back on Championship Sunday in women's singles. Chad, this is a match we've been waiting for a minute.
Yeah, we didn't get to see it in Sacramento. That was the last time Judit was on Championship Sunday, but playing exceptionally well here on Thursday, taking out Salome Davidze 11-3, 11-7 in the winner's bracket final.
And her opponent, Megan Fudge, looking for her first gold medal in singles. She has 4 silvers, 1 bronze. She lost to Castillo 6-4 in the semis, but then beat Davidze in 3 in the bronze medal match again to earn another right at a rematch here on Championship Sunday.
And in mixed doubles, back again, Paris Todd, Hunter Johnson making their way through the winner's bracket.
Well, Todd and Johnson seeking their 3rd title. They won in Punta Gorda and Newport, sitting pretty at 4-0, tested by Bar and Daescu in that winner bracket final. It went 3. They came out on top, but it's the 4th meeting on Championship Sunday between these two teams. Bar and Daescu are 3-0.
Yeah, and then Bar and Daescu again coming from the back draw 2 weeks in a row. They were able to pull it out in New Jersey, going to have to fight hard here in Atlanta. They did take out Vivian, Glozman, and Rob Nunnery 11-0, 11-9 in the bronze medal match to get here to Championship Sunday.
Every time those two teams match up, it is a good time. So we will look forward to that mixed doubles action tomorrow, but we have 2 gold medal matches yet to be decided. Let's do that today, shall we? We have a beautiful day here just outside Atlanta in Griffin, Georgia. As you can see, 81 degrees, mostly sunny. I'm going to give that almost entirely
sunny.
Yeah, almost entirely sunny, and that is perfect for our next matchup on championship court. Vivian Glozman and Alix Truong taking on Martina Frantova and Judit Castillo. We got live women's doubles action when we come back.
Years from tonight, Grant Gill will become a legend when he totally kills it at his improv class's graduation performance. Knees will be slapped, suds will be sprayed. People won't know what hurts more, their cheeks or their sides. That's why he's already keeping himself in shape and razor sharp today with health tips and wellness tools from AARP to help make sure his health lives as long as he does. Because the younger you are, the more you need AARP.
We save time when we buy and book online at discounttire.com.
Which means more time
Hey, take a check.
Kyle, it's pickleball.
Every time. 002.
Get 30% shorter average wait time when you buy and book online at discounttire.com.
The APP is presented by AARP, Franklin, Leo Reve, and Pickleball United.
Welcome back to Griffin, Georgia. We have women's doubles action for you coming up live on Championship Court. You're taking a look at Alix Truong, 18 years old, out of Falls Church, Virginia. She is on a hunt right now on the APP Tour. Back half of the season has really improved her game. She's partnering up with Vivian Glozman yet again. These two, it's a duo that we saw more in the back half of the season, but one that has had a lot of success for how few times they've played together.
Yeah, they won gold in Chicago, and they were back on Championship Sunday in New Jersey, so looking to try to make it to their third one.
Judit Castillo and Martina Frantova at the bottom of your screen. Their opponents. This is only their second time playing together, Judit and Martina.
And Castillo still trying to figure out that double side of things. Very good at singles, sitting in a Championship Sunday already in singles. We talk about it often about the singles player, the tennis players coming in and having success early on in singles and then trying to figure out doubles as they go, and that's exactly what Castillo's doing.
Judit playing her collegiate tennis at Northwestern, and her partner, Martina Frantova, playing at NC State for Wolfpack.
A little short there for Castillo. Hitting it off the edge of the paddle. Yeah, Frantova has had some results as of late as well. A couple of bronze medals in mixed doubles.
And nice finish right there at the two-handed backhand from Martina Frantova, and that's what you're going to see a lot of, especially from Frantova. A lot of power.
Sometimes too much power.
At times.
Judit Castillo with the serve. That overhead from Martina Frantova right at the feet of Alix Truong.
Yeah, there was a hesitation there from Truong. Usually she takes that two-hander, speeds it up down the line, makes an early decision. That one, she kind of second-guessed it and just floated that ball through the middle.
Good recovery from Glozman, but unfortunately tries to do just a little too much with that. Great defense from Truong, too, on the around the post from Frantova.
Yeah, Frantova gets away with this last ball. Tries to go back through the middle. Glozman's right there, but just catches it late.
There's Glozman using that reach. Vivian Glozman, about 5'11", 6 foot tall. And when she's playing that left side and uses that reach to her advantage, it's trouble for her opponents.
Ooh, nice step up there from Frantova. And a good setup there from Castillo, going on the backhand side of Glozman. Doesn't quite get enough on it.
And so at one point, trailing by 2 points, but this is the first lead now for Castillo and Frantova. And building on it here.
So, and it's a little different right here. So, again, the spots that Frantova and Castillo want to go to, they want to go to the corners. Now, or the sidelines, excuse me. I know that Glozman's two-handed backhand is lethal, but she sits so heavy forehand in the middle. So I'm going to look for Frantova and Castillo to try and find the sidelines, and that be their success.
3-4-1. 3-4-1 for Truong's serve.
Oh, that's a nice angle.
Yeah, it's been a couple of drops there from Alix Truong that have just floated. Frantova.
We just back heel it, right?
Yeah.
This ball's punished by Frantova. But
That ball sailing long by Castillo.
And 2 missed returns by Castillo.
Ties us up, 4-4-2 for Glozman's serve. What a hands battle between these four. Castillo, the one to finish it.
But great defense in the middle of this from Frantova. Watch that reset right there. Sets up Castillo. She doesn't try and do too much with it. Just blocks it with her backhand, allows Castillo to step in and finish with the forehand.
4-4-1. Castillo with the forehand.
Yeah, timing's been off. Timing's been off for Castillo a little bit. 2 missed returns and then that missed third shot drive that hit halfway up the net.
Wow.
Vivian Glozman, another one who, when she gets her hand up and goes for the overhead, watch out.
That's just done right there. As soon as that ball goes up, so just get nice and tall and punish that ball at Frantova.
Good job
She's got more power than you, dog.
Really, is that saying much?
No, not really.
I play a good soft game. I play a good soft game.
Hey, what do you always say, though? What do you always say?
It's not
Placement
all about
over power.
It's not all
That's
about
right.
power.
Placement
right.
over power, Dom.
Play
It's
a good
okay.
soft game, Chad. Thanks, AJ. I got you.
That's all right. I'm all about power.
Oh, right there. And Glozman getting away with one right there. Frantova, if she can get her paddle down, the ball's probably out.
That one hit the guy on the scissor lift.
It's tough.
That's a good distance outside the court right there.
Glozman working on a 5-4 lead here for herself and Alix Truong. And that drop from that lob, from Glozman, sailing just a bit long. 4-5-1. So it'll be ball back on the side of Castillo and Frantova.
Frantova tried to roll that one a little too much. Cuts it across the body.
4-5-2.
Oh, and just gets a little too much off balance right there through the transition area. If she split steps right there, probably takes that ball off the bounce. She's got a good reset, but she's almost running through that.
That was a tough pick up there for Truong. Castillo rolling that one cross court. Glozman stuck the paddle in there like she was going to go for it. Wasn't able to reach.
That time it was Alix Truong with a strong forehand.
Well, she baits Frantova into that right there. Watch her make a hard move to her left, and then Frantova thinks there's an opening, and it isn't. Nice move from Truong.
A little game of deception. Truong getting out of the way of that one a little bit late, calling for Glozman.
She's got to stay in that one.
Stay in it.
You come over and you take two and you get a ball in exactly the same spot that you hit the last one, and you decide, oh, I'm not going to take that one. So tough for Glozman to try to pick up.
That one, Truong again with strong placement.
Yeah, it's a perfect spot. She goes right at the right shoulder of Frantova and handcuffs her to a spot where she can't even get a paddle on it. Slides right between her paddle and her head.
So it's 4-6-2 for Frantova's serve. Castillo wants that one back. The forehand just into the net.
Yeah, she's got both feet off of the ground there and sliding to her left. She just needs to stay planted on that one.
Truong sliding over, taking on the middle. But it's Frantova punishing.
Well, that's a big finish right there from Frantova. Again, it's got to be, the hands battles here have got to be won by Frantova and Castillo, because you're going to get Truong and Glozman coming at you with an all-out blitz. You got to be able to pick it up.
Truong catches Castillo across the body here. You see, it's just a slight movement from Frantova going on the backhand side. She's able to come across the body.
Castillo that time, forehand, well, a good angle taken out of the reach of the paddle of Alix Truong.
But it's a good read there from Castillo. She's had Truong pinching hard middle a few times in a row, and all she does is punch this to the sideline.
What a misdirection by Vivian Glozman, first going to the sideline of Castillo and then going right back, sideline that Frantova is defending.
We're going to get a change here. Frantova and Castillo going to stack.
So you noted it there, but what's the benefit for Martina Frantova and Judit Castillo to switch?
Oh, it's just like Castillo hasn't looked as comfortable on that right-hand side while they're serving. They're playing really well off the serve, but
it is just their second time playing together, so in this first game, maybe a bit of a feeling out process. They do say, when I was talking to Judit Castillo, she's loved their communication and the energy that they play with together. Goes for the around the post. Can't quite get the shape on it.
Well, and that's the difference right there. Frantova, a veteran of the sport, she's been playing about 6 years. Not consistently, but, again, she knows the sport. She can play both sides, left and right. So it's a nice partnership for Castillo.
That
ball
one
just got away from her. Skips.
that's the third ball in the last 3 points that we've seen slide on the court. Now, part of it could be that we're getting a little bit warmer. The balls are getting a little bit softer and coming through.
So timeout called on the court here. Like you mentioned, it is getting a little bit warmer here in Griffin, Georgia. You see Judit Castillo making sure she stays hydrated, and so are we. It's the Tervis hydration break. We got our water bottles.
I've got a little bit of drip drop in.
A little bit of drip
today.
drop?
Yeah,
Nice.
I need to hydrate.
What's your flavor?
Red.
Really?
Red.
Dude,
It's the red
come
one.
on, I'm hyperactive.
It's the red.
What do you think fuels it? What do they say to not give ADHD people?
Yes.
Anything that's red.
Oh, okay.
So
Okay.
that's what I drink.
Bad
There
move.
you go.
Bad move. Bad
Okay,
move.
duly noted. So if things get chaotic in the booth, you know why.
Yes.
Okay, perfect. As long as you stay hydrated. We need you at your best all day. Today, tomorrow. Bring in the A game. Back on the court, Vivian Glozman and Alix Truong with a 9-4 lead here in Game 2 on their second serve. quick side out of the timeout called by Castillo and Frantova. So it will be Castillo, the 25-year-old, originally from Valencia, Spain, but now calls Louisiana home with the serve.
Nice setup from Frantova. She reads this speed up beautifully and just sits down nicely. Watch her read this speed up and sits right on that and just punishes that ball down. Great read from Frantova.
And then Castillo's serve into the net. So it'll be Frantova with the serve.
Yeah, Frantova and Castillo just trying to do a little too much when they get that serve back. They haven't found the rhythm while they're serving. They are playing, like I said earlier, they are playing very well off the serve, but just need to figure out a couple of things here.
So that's the spot for Castillo right there. She starts and initiates this to the forehand side of Alix Truong. Doesn't get a very good block off her paddle, and Castillo able to finish.
Back to back, so a scoreless side for Vivian Glozman and Alix Truong. Castillo and Frantova holding defensively to get the ball back on their side, start digging into this lead. Get back in game one here. That's the way to do it.
That's it. Big drive right there, and that's what you want to see from Castillo.
Well, and that's the spot as well, because Truong is sliding across from the stack. She goes right into the right shoulder.
Frantova with the serve.
See, and then they don't uncoil on the stack right there. You hear Alix Truong saying, stay, stay, stay. Then it throws off Castillo and Frantova just enough to not realize that the spot now would be middle if they're not going to switch, like it is right now.
Castillo going instead to the corner and gets it underneath the paddle of Vivian Glozman.
Well, what set that up? 3 real heavy balls into the middle, and then it pinches both Truong and Glozman. And then the finish.
7-9-2 for Castillo's serve.
Little change of mind there. Castillo looked like she was going to drive at Truong as she was coming forward. Decided to roll. Just caught a little too much at the top of the ball.
Ball might be going out too right there for off the paddle of Truong, but Castillo decides to play it.
And so it sets up a game point opportunity here. Vivian Glozman and Alix Truong just 1 point away from taking game one of our women's doubles match. And that's how it ends. Off the paddle of Judit Castillo, sailing wide. So Vivian Glozman and Alix Truong take game one, 11-7 of our women's doubles action here on Championship Court. Take another look at how this one ended.
Well, it's a big drive from Glozman, as you were going to say, too.
I was going to
exactly
say
Chad, right?
2 balls in a row where Castillo catches it behind her head and misses it wide. So it needs to make that adjustment for game 2.
And let's go to game 2 when we come back.
Sunmed. Premium hemp wellness for targeted relief and recovery, daily calm and relaxation, a better night's sleep, and brighter days. Discover modern wellness products for every part of your day and every step of your journey.
Thanks.
Jake from State Farm, I really need to know.
Go spicy or go home, right?
What? No.
What if I'm not sure I have the right coverage for my car?
Oh, your agent can help me make sure it's just what you need.
What if I accidentally hit a food truck and it gets covered in empanadas?
You can file a claim on the app. At State Farm, we're there for your what-ifs.
Thanks.
Oh.
That is too spicy. That's for you.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Call or click to get a quote today.
The Pro XR pickleball paddle answers the age-old question of how to get paddle speed and control with the same paddle and one grip, and this is it. Pro XR gives you more spin, greater control, and quicker reloads on every shot in the game, because you always have that constant feel for that leverage and control and paddle speed that we're all looking for. Pro XR is the most revolutionary technology in pickleball.
We started this mission in tennis about 5 years ago. We've been perfecting our craft and our tools. We now see a phenomenal opportunity to take all that and bring it into pickleball to support an emerging ecosystem that's booming. And it's a super complementary partnership for us with the experience and the existing events that are up and running, the recreational element of APP. It's a fantastic 1 + 1 is going to equal 4. So we're thrilled to be partnering with APP.
Welcome back to Championship Court, the APP Sunmed Atlanta Metro Open in full swing. Judit Castillo, 25 years old, played her collegiate tennis at Northwestern State. She and Martina Frantova drop game 1 to Alix Truong and Vivian Glozman. Truong with the serve to get us started in game 2.
Frantova wants to put an exclamation point on that, but again, it's not a bad reset there from Glozman to be able to drop that in and make it difficult for Frantova.
Well, Frantova also needs to move her feet. That she got stuck with wide base. The ball started moving into her body, and she just kind of tried to squat down.
There again, Glozman jams her up, right? It's again that hard drive. Now it's to Frantova instead of Castillo.
And Truong making sure that she takes advantage of the ball that went off Frantova's paddle, a little wonky.
Oh, we got the wonky coming out.
I mean, how else would you describe it? It was a little wonky.
Yeah, it was a wonky donkey.
There you go. So it's a really quick 3-0 lead for Vivian Glozman and Alix Truong.
3-0-2.
Oh, the red drip drops kicking in.
And you have Glozman just on the back foot right there.
So
I saw that a little yesterday in mixed doubles where she and Rob Nunnery, when she was hitting that drop, she's just falling away from it. She's got to start moving forward, move her feet, hit through it.
So Castillo and Frantova with their first opportunity to get some points on the board, but Truong with a strong forehand.
Yeah, it's a good spot there from Truong. Takes a little bit off it with the pace and just slides it behind Frantova. I would like to see Castillo and Frantova be a little bit more aggressive here.
Side up. 3-0-1.
3-0-1 for Glozman's serve. No points put on the board by Castillo and Frantova. Little lucky, little love off the net cord there from Castillo, putting her hands up. Sorry, didn't mean to do that, but I will take it.
Sorry, not sorry.
Exactly.
So Frantova and Castillo are getting the balls up that they want, but they're mishitting them. They're trying to do too much when they get it up there. The swing's too big, and it's coming off the edge guard a lot of the time.
Well, and it's too, you have a team that's playing such good defense in Truong and Glozman. They're getting every single ball back. And so what happens is you try and push too much and try and do too much.
So a timeout called on the court. Vivian Glozman and Alix Truong up 5-0. Like I mentioned, these two have played together quite a bit in the back half of the season, finding success in Chicago when they won the gold. What a match we have on our hands here. Susanna Barr and Megan Fudge, the 1 seed, taking on Vivian Glozman and Alix Truong here on Championship Sunday. Little firefight going the way of Vivian Glozman and Alix Truong. Alix Truong and Vivian Glozman taking game 1. Vivian Glozman and Alix Truong take our first 2 games, which means it's time for a 15-point championship tiebreaker. Nothing matters except for this next game. Winner takes the gold. The speed up of Megan
It's in.
Fudge.
She lost it.
Lost in the sun, but great recovery by Megan Fudge. Are you kidding me with that point? Vivian Glozman and Alix Truong now sitting just 1 point away from winning their very first women's doubles gold medal. Such power, such poise from Truong and Glozman as they win their very first women's doubles gold medal. Welcome back to Championship Court. Vivian Glozman and Alix Truong looking to repeat what they did in Chicago here in Atlanta, Georgia. On their way, taking game 1, 11-7, and a strong 5-0 lead here. And then Alix Truong just finding this perfect spot.
Well, good initial movement from Castillo to counter that. She slides to her left, but then never comes back. So Truong doubles up in the same spot, finds the hole in the middle.
6-0-2 for Truong's serve.
Again, Castillo gets the ball to pop up there off of Glozman's paddle. Frantova tries to take too big of a swing, catches that one late, hits in the top of the net cord. But I like those aggressive dinks there from Castillo with the 2-hand backhand roll.
That drive from Glozman never clears the net by more than 1/2 inch and just jams up Castillo.
8-0-2 for Truong's serve. Frantova trying to draw Glozman out and then gets the middle, but Glozman ready for it.
Helps to be 6 foot tall and have that kind of reach from Glozman. She took 1 step to her left, got that first ball, 1 step back to the middle, covered.
So finally the ball back on the side of Castillo and Frantova, but not before Glozman and Truong have built themselves a 9-point lead here in game 2, sitting just 2 points away from moving on. Castillo and Frantova got to get going, but Glozman, strong backhand.
Well, when it's going good, it's going good. That's a catch and release right there as Glozman catches this on the backhand side and then whips it back cross court.
0-9-2 for Frantova's serve.
We got called for the push-off.
And that will give Frantova and Castillo their first point of this second game. 1-9-2 for Frantova's serve.
She swung twice.
Just swatted that one away.
And then Castillo ends up swinging twice at this, trying to hit it. 1-2. Can't get it.
What would we call that move? Would it be a little scorpion pancake action?
From
Truong? The frack.
Yeah.
Forehand backhand.
That's
Forehand backhand.
the windshield
Classic.
wiper volley.
Oh, I like windshield wiper volley.
Frantova trying to be just a little too perfect right there on the sideline, but that's what Glozman does to you. She forces you to be too perfect.
And now it is Vivian Glozman with a chance to win it for herself and her partner, Alix Truong. And that is how it's done. Alix Truong with the forehand, well-placed, well-powered. Vivian Glozman and Alix Truong take down Judit Castillo and Martina Frantova. 11-7, 11-1 to move on in our women's doubles action here at the APP Sunmed Atlanta Metro Open. We'll take a break, have more action when we come back.
Introducing Skechers Pickleball, the official footwear of the APP Tour. They're ultra lightweight and responsive for incredible speed. They have Goodyear rubber outsoles with a specialized pickleball design for increased side-to-side stability and agility. Plus, they feature shock-absorbing foam and Skechers' famous relaxed fit design for incredible comfort game after game. Conquer the court in comfort. Skechers Pickleball, the official footwear of the APP Tour.
The APP is presented by Skechers, PowerPlate, Yola, and Humana.
We'll take another look at match point for Alix Truong and Vivian Glozman. A couple of net cords there. That ball pops up and a big forehand finish there from Alix Truong. Looking extremely comfortable taking that one in game two. Dominic Catalano was courtside with our winners.
All right, Alix, first I'll start with you. Again, you guys come out and you're kind of firing on all cylinders. They come back and make a nice little run. What were adjustments you made in game number one?
Adjustments we made were just to really make our shots. We knew that there were just a little bit of unforced errors we were making. We got to aim a little higher above the net, make sure that we're both in good positions to get to the net and then attack.
And then Viv, playing next to Alix, it seemed like they were going a lot of thirds to you. You're driving and crashing, or Alix is crashing. Is that something you guys are looking to do?
Yes. I did not notice that they were going to me, but yeah, like our drive and crash seems to be working, so we just stuck with that.
All right, well, congratulations, Viv. Alix, moving on to the semifinals. We'll take a quick break, have our next matchup here on Championship Court at the APP Sunmed Atlanta Metro Open.